confidence. Effortlessly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus, Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
So I've talked about how people love to exploit Black women for unrequited labor before. I want to continue this conversation and talk about this again tonight and how people love to laud us for being the most supportive, self-sacrificial, kind, giving, strong groups of women that will save the day. We'll show up and show out for everyone and get a gold star for doing so. But when we need help, these gestures are rarely reciprocated. So I want to talk about how Black women collectively need to learn how to bow out and to stand down. So to illustrate the importance of this, I first want to talk about this Indian man on TikTok who went viral for being guilty of this.
Okay, I haven't been on TikTok for a bit, and I noticed everyone was tagging me in that whole Andrew Schultz thing about Black women. I'll make a different comment about Andrew Schultz and that little rat Akash thing, but I want to say something about Black women, and this was my mother, and I God is my witness right now. May the Lord strike me down if I'm lying. My mother told me and my siblings when we were young kids, before I remember it was when my older brother started secondary school. It was a big deal, my older brother going off to the big boy school, and my mum sat us down. She said, if you're ever in trouble out there in the real world, look for a Black woman. My mum said this. My mum was raised in this country from the age of 6, the UK. She said, look for a Black woman. She said, anywhere in the world, a Black woman will help you. She was never wrong. But it's incredible that my mother said that. And I don't know what my mum went through. But I remember seeing photos of my mum in school when she was in high school and stuff. And she had loads of Black friends and stuff. And they were all Black women. Because my mum wasn't a pick-me. She only had female friends. And so she obviously felt some protection. And growing up for me, I noticed in my school, it was a very predominantly white school. The Black teachers looked out for me. I had a Black Jamaican teacher called Mrs. Forrester. She looked out for me. But even outside of school, when I started growing out my hair, it was a Black woman that taught me how to look after my curls, what products to use. It's Black women that built me up on this platform and got me to where I am. I have to give credit to where credit is due. It was women in general, but Black women specifically who boosted me and told me how pretty I was and how great I was. But I am trying to make a point here, and it's that Black women get treated the worst. The worst. Malcolm X said this. He goes, unfortunately, they are treated the worst. By the medical field, by the education field, by the police, by everything. Yet they're the ones that give the most love.
So listen, surface level, this seems very innocent and very sweet, right? Well, Black women, I need for us to start disseminating information more critically with a more critical lens. Be very careful and leery if you ask any man why they like you, and every single reason that he provides is solely related to how you benefit him. I want to let that breathe. Let me say that again, Black woman. Be very careful when you're with a man and you ask him why he loves you or why he likes you, and his entire explanation revolves around everything that you do in servitude for him. That is not okay. So me personally, when I think about the most important primary people in my life, and I ask myself, why do I love them so much? What comes to mind first and foremost for me are personal attributes that I admire. Things that are substantive, like, oh, this person is so intelligent. They have integrity. They're tenacious. They are outspoken, bold, beautiful, unafraid, focused, undeterred. Or they're good people. They have a good heart. And it's very normal for women operating in our feminine energy to also talk about the good deeds that men have done for us when talking about our partners. But it is not okay for a man whose existence is solely on this earth to protect, provide, and problem solve to only be able to mention what women have done in service of him when asked why he likes or loves them. And some people are not going to like this. Some Black women will disagree, but he's receiving backlash for that very reason. We have to be very careful about our image and our branding. So, branding ourselves as these majestic, ethereal, strong, powerful superheroes, strong Black women that save the day for everyone does us a disservice. This is why our little girls experience adultification, and even when they're babies, are statistically proven to be perceived as grown women and experience harsher consequences in the classroom and the courtroom. This is why in the medical field, many doctors believe, still to this day, that we have a stronger threshold for pain, ultimately resulting in our suffering and significantly higher mortality rate and hospitalized. This is why when we are victimized by assault or femicide, many people will jump to conclusions, and the first thing they'll ask is, what did she do to warrant this mistreatment? It's because we collectively branded ourselves as strong, powerful, superhuman beings who are resilient and invincible and don't need nobody's help. We never need help. We do it all, and we wear it with a smile on our face. We branded ourselves as enemies and mules whose sole purpose is to come to the aid of others. So even grown-ass men like this dude are going around saying this. It's like, well, since your mother adored and admired Black women so much, I wonder, did she ever tell you, when you're ready to date and marry someone, pick a Black woman. They make good partners. Or when you're looking for the best person to raise your children, pick a Black woman. They make great spouses and parents. As a matter of fact, when you're in corporate America and you're doing well and are in leadership because you benefit from patriarchy in India and America, son, pick a Black woman to promote and to lead your corporate team because they make great leaders. Nah, he ain't say nothing like that. He said his mother only told him about these accolades when it came to him needing servitude and unrequited labor from us. And this is why it's time for Black women to establish firm boundaries and to stand down.
In the name of all that is holy, would you look at Karen Smith's gym clothes?
Of course, all the plastics are in the same gym class. Where are the plastics?
They're teen royalty. If North Shore was Us Weekly, they would always be on the cover.
We run. Hey, 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 what's happening?
That one right there is Ayanna Van Zant. She's one of the dumbest people you'll ever meet. I sat next to her in law school last year, and she told me I should date our bus driver. And that funny-looking one over there, that's Tyler Perry. She expects women to cape and coddle broke men because she was one and we turned her into a billionaire. She also tells successful Black women to date who can pay the light bill because she secretly does the same thing. And evil takes a human form in Nicki Minaj. She's male-identified and male-worshipping, so hates other women who look like her.
Is it the thanks that I get for putting you bitches on?
She hates Black women so much, she even defends predators and married ones. She even victim blames and makes fun of DV survivors.
I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot.
Lie on a dead mama. Lie on a dead mama. Lie on a dead mama.
Are you tired of constantly being bullied by mules and mean girls? Are you sick of being told to lessen your standards and to ride or die? Are you exhausted from tolerating anything just to say you got a man? Then you're in the right place. Join the Lexus Exodus Patreon private community to meet like-minded, divested women who prioritize self first. In my Patreon, you will participate in exclusive lives, get access to exclusive content, get access to a private community of other divested women, and much, much more. Join us by visiting patreon.com/LexusExodus. See you soon.
So I also want to talk about this next Black woman who has went insanely viral by making it her life's mission to help the homeless and folks on Skid Row.
Over here is our hair station where the women get their hair washed. Men or women get their hair washed and conditioned and prepared to go to the barbers over here. We have our volunteer barbers over here who cut the hair for us. Thank you guys so much. It's kind of like an outdoor mall. Just because they're homeless doesn't mean they don't want to look their very best. So people have needs that they want met. And so we get a very positive response, and also it's a part of the community. Like they get someone to talk to them every week. They get someone that knows their name. We're kind of like it's kind of like I call this my bonus family.
No matter if you think you're ugly, you're not good enough, you're fat, you're skinny, or too skinny, it's your beauty. Like enjoy you. Don't care what no one thinks.
Okay, have a blessed day. I'll see you soon, honey. Here you go, Tom. Hey, how you doing, King? You can hold it for me. I'll just drop some stuff in there. What would you like here, honey?
All right, so
well, your soda choice right here. We'll start with that.
Choice, we do the shots, the twist.
The twist, okay. And then, would you like to do a honey bun, a cupcake? I'll put it in the bag. You can just relax. Would you like to do a honey bun, a cupcake, a donut, or a cookie?
Let's do the honey bun.
Honey bun, okay. And then you get to choose something off the paper.
We do Twix.
Twix, okay, my love. And then you get to choose something from over here, honey.
Sugar wafers.
Okay, chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry?
I'll do the vanilla ones.
All right. Do you want to choose something else, hon?
Do another vanilla wafer?
Let me see if I have it. I only have the chocolate and strawberry.
I'll do strawberry.
Okay.
All right, appreciate you.
All right, you're welcome, my love. Let me take cheeseburger, some potato salad down there. Have a blessed day, King. Next, how you doing, Queen?
Español.
Español, sí, poquito español. How you doing? ¿Cómo se llama?
Alondra.
Alondra? Me llamo Shirley. ¿Cuál quieres? Only have naranja, limón, and ponche, no uva. Limón. ¿Cuál quieres? Dos.
Dos.
Sí.
¿Este chocolate?
Sí. Uno más. Hey, how you doing? Hola, ¿cómo están?
Excelente.
¿Cuál quieres? No, naranja, limón, ponche, no uva, no más.
Ponche.
Ponche. Okay, donas pastel, galleta, pan dulce. ¿Por qué?
De pastel.
¿Pastel?
Galleta no hay.
Galleta, chocolate, pastel, chocolate, vanilla.
Dorito no hay.
Poquito español. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good.
What kind of soda you want, honey? I don't have any more grape, babe.
All right, mom, you can stay right here.
Tiki? Okay. You want a honey bun, cupcake, donut, or cookie? All right. What you want on the paper, honey? Con, if I know how many more plates I have left, I'm sorry, honey, I'm listening.
Reese's.
Reese's? Tell us, show them the bathroom. Look it. James, look it.
Refrigerator, microwave.
¡Ay! Liliana, lo hizo posible.
Shower.
Shower. Lo hicieron posible.
Open it, James. Bathtub. Bathtub. Bathtub.
Wow. Gracias, mil gracias. Gracias, estamos contentos.
You're gonna be in a and you can drive and work now.
Grande Dios, es grande, es grande.
Grande for the wheelchair. Grande,
Grande Dios.
So you see that she is dedicated to these people and the needy. And these people have treated her like ish despite her dedication and devotion to serve them without asking anything in return. She's bought some of them hotel rooms to stay overnight to get them off the streets. Even one family, she bought a whole damn RV for housing. In return, she's been attacked, cussed out, and physically assaulted. So recently, she decided to leave the area and to relocate to Vegas. And this is how they respond to her after 8 years of serving this area, y'all.
What the fuck? I'm a bald-headed bitch who's been feeding you for 8 years. 8 years I've been taking care of you. 8 years. 8 years. All because we won't feed them. This is the shit I'm talking about. And James want to give them another chance. James want to say they've been standing there. Over it, man. This is ridiculous. Get away from my door, please. Please get away from my door. This is so disrespectful. I have done nothing but help these goddamn streets for 8 years. 8 years. Feeling good or not, for 8 years. I'm tired of being called bitches and being disrespected for 8 fucking years. I have showed up for them when nobody else want to be there for them. I have showed up. Tired. Tired. They make you not care about them no more. Tired.
We apologize, ma'am.
It's too much. It's 8 years I've been down here serving to be called a bitch, to be disrespected. I can't take it anymore.
Everybody's being mismatched. You know, they have their different idealism and theories. So
It's too much.
That you pop up in those theories, but you pop up and present something different, like the Word of God. And I want to thank you for demonstrating that.
Thank you.
And for having the right information for us.
Thank you.
You know, everything's on point. Everything you do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Not you at all.
Thank you.
Okay?
I appreciate you.
Jesus Christ had enemies.
Yeah.
When you see yourself in that position, just know how God's son went through.
Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can we clear my window? Clear my door? Thank you, Queen. Appreciate it. Can they clear my door? It's ridiculous, guys. I'm just over it today.
The plan wasn't to come over here in the first place.
I know, but there's this like, I can't even tell them goodbye. I'm trying to tell them I'm going to another area. You can't even. Look at this. Look at this.
Black woman, stand the fuck down. So here we see this woman devoting her entire life to this mission, pouring her blood, sweat, and tears into the needy, counseling them, feeding them, housing them, putting herself in harm's way as a single woman on Skid Row alone for 8 years, getting absolutely nothing in return except harassed, attacked, and people's asses to kiss. And she decides, you know what, I've had enough. I'm going to simply move to a safer area. Like I said, I think she's going to Vegas. And now they cussing her out. All hell and broke loose. They calling her everything but a child of God. When she's fed them for 8 years, y'all. Black women, stand down. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. We've been conditioned for years to tolerate poor treatment. A lot of it has to do with being indoctrined in the church. We've been taught to turn the other cheek when we're being treated poorly. We're taught that suffering on earth is honorable. It gets greater later. Y'all know all that preacher talk. But what if this is it, y'all? Seriously, like, do you want to spend your last days thinking about how you spent your entire life being someone's footstool, being a slave and suffering and exploited for your labor with nothing to show in return? What a poor, pathetic fucking existence. Stand down and stop doing it. So I want to talk about rapper DaBaby begging Meg Thee Stallion to do the same and to help revive his struggling career, even after he's blatantly disrespected her and aligned himself with Tory Lanez. And before we get to what was said recently, let's talk about the disrespect. So rewind years ago, she was kind enough to collab with him on quite a bit of songs early on in his career. And the first indication that he was disrespectful and ungrateful was when he went viral for allowing one of his friends to call her ugly on camera.
Well, I don't want to take too much of your time. I just wanted to let the hotties see your face and let them know that you are just as excited as we are about the video.
Oh, no, for this show, I can't wait. I'm about to watch it right now. 3 minutes.
Okay, bye, friend.
All right, bye. See you soon.
Okay, so...
Okay. Then later on, he went viral for collabing with a lepreconvict after Tory Lanez assaulted her.
4 times, stunner. Who you think? Who? Who? I know who that is. Let's go.
Then to make matters worse, he did a diss song targeted towards her like a little bit.
The day before she say the Tory Lanez shot, I was fucking on Megan Thee Stallion.
And now that Yellow Bone didn't work out, the LGBTQ community then got on his ad and canceled him for being homophobic, and his career is on life support. Meanwhile, Meg's star power has skyrocketed, and he's begging her to work with him again.
Come home, baby. You ain't gotta be making all that lame. None of these other. We can come get it in, or we cannot.
Y'all make beautiful music.
We make You got to. I know how to talk that. Shout out to Meg and any other female out here doing that.
So this PT Cruiser head, Tonka truck head eggnog, this Lil Bill, Black Eye Kalu, bowling ball head had mentioned. He disrespectful, y'all. So Meg was giving him the alley-oop years ago, doing charity work because she was always the bigger star with more potential. He didn't deserve it. He shitted on her. A bunch of these ninjas in the industry did as well because they're victim shaming, victim blaming, abuse enabling, misogynistic assholes. That didn't work out well for him because now Tory's convicted and he locked up. So now the PT Cruiser is broke and a joke. And since then, Meg has leveled up. She's won Grammys, sold out tours, and has even worked with Ariana Grande and Beyonce. Meanwhile, the Baby's albums have gone double cubic zirconia. He's headlining at juke joints and local bar mitzvahs at this point. And now he got his tail tucked in between his knees, begging her to come back to work with him because he broke, busted, and disgusted. Meg, stand down. Please stand down. Continue moving as you have been. No need to even respond or to dignify this with a response to give him any clout at all. Act like Mariah Carey when it comes to the Ninja Turtle. I don't know her. Black women who were former fans of his as well need to also follow suit and stand down as well. Same thing happened with Safaree. So let's talk about how he's already benefited from the unrequited labor that Nicki Minaj poured into his bum sidekick eye, allowing him to ride off her coattails while she took care of him as opposed to carrying his own damn weight.
Actually, he should be apologizing. He should be apologizing. I've done nothing but good for him. You wouldn't know who this man was. He asked me to take him with me to Atlanta. I came to New York to get my clothes. He asked me to take him with me. How dare you bite the hand that feeds you? He had a job in Atlanta for one day. He came back home and said he doesn't want to do that job. I said, don't worry. I had $1,000 in my bank account. I said, don't worry. I'll figure out a way to get our rent paid.
Before album deals, before everything.
Before everything. We had no couch. We had no bed. Our mattress was on the carpet. Instead of going out there and working, he decided he didn't want to work. And I said, it's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll book a show. I know.
Love. This is love involved.
So if anything, he should just be thanking God that he now has an opportunity to make money and to make a way for himself. You wouldn't have had this opportunity had I not pushed my pen. He told me to stop trying to pursue rap. He told me that I was living in a fantasy world and it would never happen. Him, his mother, and his sister called me a lazy bitch because I was pursuing my rap career. Everybody on the inside of the industry knows that I write my lyrics and knows that I put so much weight on women writing. And then for one person to do something like this to me out of sheer weakness and passive aggression and just hatefulness and vindictiveness, because you got caught on a person that was taking care of you for years and years, because you got caught on a person who was taking care of you while you were paying for prostitutes and doing all types and stealing their credit cards and doing all types of dumbass shit.
Okay, and y'all know I can't stand Nicki Minaj. I think she's problematic. She hates women and for whatever reason loves to trick off on abusive niggas who hate women as well. I mean, she did this with Safaree. She did this with Meek Mill. And now she's doing it with that rapist husband of hers. However, like she said, she is the only reason we know who Safaree is and why he's relevant to this day. And in return, he told her she wasn't going to amount to anything. Stole her money to pay for prostitutes like a dusty trash can. Cheated on her, even though he was the bread loser. Told people he was writing her lyrics afterwards like he's the reason for her success. Just biting the hand that feeds him. Well, fast forward a few years later, he ultimately married spicy Latheena, Erica Mena. And that didn't last either because he effed around and found out that spicy-ish ain't cute. And he aired her out and released surveillance videos of her crashing out, abusing him, and breaking things, being violent, Now he looking for Black women for sympathy and to help him.
It's gotten to the point that I have to put myself first because I'm either going to end up in jail or worse because I'm dealing with someone whose anger management is just non-existent. My kids have never, ever seen me upset. My kids have never heard me yell.
Hey, you let me out and call the cops on you're dead to me. Yeah, you are too. You is dead. You're gonna leave me walking after you. No. You're gonna leave me before I need you. Remember that.
I refuse to go to her house to pick up the kids. I refuse. I'm not. It's just too unstable, too unpredictable, and the only way I would do it is either a police precinct or if the kids are somewhere else and I'm picking them up from there. But everything is just done off of spite and being malicious intent on the other end. Me, I don't move like that. I don't live like that. The next time I got my kids after that, before that, when I went and I was gonna get a restraining order because, she's doing stuff like showing up in my crib, 5 o'clock in the morning, pulling out a ladder, hopping the fence.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Okay, so we just saw Erica crashing out, busting vases everywhere, and the poor kids walking on glass barefoot, ain't got no shoes on. Just a mess. We see her with a damn ladder, climbing over his privacy fence to get into his home. A damn crash out. And here he come with his tiny violin, woe is me ass sob story. And of course, Black woman came running. It's like a bat signal. It's a nigga signal. When a nigga's in need, they come running, put on a damn cape and that blood-stained banner. They're in the comments talking about, oh, boycott her, cancel her. This is not fair. This ain't okay. I've even seen some Black women attorneys writing think pieces about the legal biases that Black men experience in the court system when they go through things like this with non-Black women because of the situation. Black women, stand your Black asses down. This is not our problem. This doesn't involve us. Ninjas love to exploit and use us for our unrequited labor like this. And apparently after this ish show marriage, he even proposed to the beautiful Black Afro-Latina goddess Marla Negra to clean up his mess. And I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, but I'm pretty sure that didn't work out, thank goodness. But in any event, Black women stand down. What they like to tell Black women, you should have chosen better, Ninja. You should have dated the nice girl from the church instead of the IG thought from the whole house. Chasing strippers, you should have chased the kindergarten pre-K teacher. This is why you got to be smarter about who you have kids with. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Black women, stand the hell down. So finally, I want to talk about this Kalenna situation, who recently did an interview caping, coddling, and making excuses for Diddy.
Sean has always been somebody that I wanted to be like.
What's your relationship like with Dawn? What do you make of the ingredients in her lawsuit?
I think it's, I don't want to say bull, but I think maybe, if my lips are, I think maybe Dawn is, I don't know. I ain't gonna sit here and lie and shame the devil, but I will say broke motherfuckers would make you, they would do anything for money. And I just want what she's saying to be the truth. Because I'm confused. And if it's the truth, why wait so long to say anything?
Cassie,
love her to death, naive, liked getting high. She likes partying. She liked that. Was the thing. She's a model. She was well taken care of. I saw Cassie grow up from a little girl that was willing to like give everybody, you know, lap dances basically. You know, and get drunk and just have a good like model time.
The abuse, you never notice maybe any scars, any bruising, or maybe she come to you, confide in you, and hey, like, you know, just stuff like that.
I think normal shit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what girl don't be like, I fucking hate this, no, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just looked all normal to me.
So, and not to stay on her too long, what do you make of her whole suit and, you know, the money that she...
Look, I feel like I wish I could have heard the whole truth of her side. I wish they would have talked about all of the beautiful moments that she had with Puff too. I think it's like the pebble in the shoe concept. You know, this one situation is exacerbated, but if I'm not mistaken, I seen her with Puff after Kim died. Wasn't she with that other guy already? I think she had left, right? She was like in a whole nother relationship with the trainer that Puff paid for. Yeah.
What's going on at the after party? Speaking of the after party.
I don't know. Don't talk about no baby oil, man. Like, I still use baby oil. Y'all need to get into it. Like, yo, put it, yes, it's a good thing. It is. It's great. I love it. They did, though. So they basically denied Puff's bill because he called me 56 times. So I feel really bad because I feel like...
He called you, yeah.
But my nigga called me. I will get in court and stand up for my nigga if I need to, because it would be no different if it was you and me. I don't know. I think we're close enough right now. Like, you're really my friend. So, nigga, like, I'll be calling Chris and be like, yo, the fuck going on? This bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we gonna go back and forth. Like, yeah, read that shit and call me back, nigga. And you're gonna read it and you're gonna call me back and you're gonna be like, we're gonna do that. And it's like, what you think? Because now we're doing recall. And so that's not tampering. That's fucking recall because that bitch is lying. That's how I felt. And you don't gotta say this. You know, we gotta be clear because we wanna be clear about everybody. We wanna make sure we're good. And I'm gonna stand on business. I didn't see that. In every video you see us in, Dawn didn't look scared. Did you see her look scared to you? Because every fucking body was there and a part of this shit. Niggas was fucking niggas. Niggas was saying they like the fuck bitch. Everybody was there with the I say it all the time, but I think people get that twisted, like, me and my husband be jumping the fuck off all the time. But that's not the case. We done jumped off a couple times, but that's my business. It's the truth. So I can go on Pornhub and I can go down to, you know, categories to, you know, husband watches wife get banged by Mandingo. And I can pull up all of these things, but nobody's talking about that. And we sit there and we condemn our people, brothers and sisters, for truly being themselves. But you'll get by yourself in the bathroom with your baby oil and jerk your dick to your neighbor's wife getting banged by her stepfather. What the fuck kind of weird shit is that? So we have all of these like secret pleasures that we like to indulge in, but don't want to say it in the court of public opinion. You do the crime, do the time. I don't give a fuck what you like, long as it's not children and my fucking dog.
Okay, so this lady is higher than Cooter Brown. She higher than Giraffe Coochie. This bitch higher than Lady Liberty Pussy. It's obvious she's under the influence of something. I don't know what it is. Maybe y'all can, people who like to use socially, casually, let me know, because I don't know. She done threw Cassie under the bus, called her a damn drug addict, party girl, said she was spoiled and liked to get high and give everybody lap dances. She even threw her former bandmate in Dirty Money, Don Richard, under the bus as well, and said broke mother effers will do anything to get some money. Child, to make matters worse, she even implicated herself in Diddy's charges, talking about how her husband and herself like to participate in freak offs as well. And she like girls, so who are people to judge them? Child, and remember that Diddy was denied bail because she released a statement saying something like this, saying that she felt that he was innocent. And it turns out the authorities found out Diddy called her 50 damn times that same day before she released it, meaning that he likely threatened, harassed, and coerced her into doing this. But she on here defending that as well, talking about that many calls is normal. I don't even call my man that many times a day. I don't even speak to my own family or my own damn child on the phone that many times a day. So she's doing all these performative antics, muling, all in the name of caping and protecting dusty, disgusting, sexually deviant Diddy the Demon. And the crazy part is she says she draws a line when it comes to children being harmed. But how many people have came forth with essay allegations saying this sick and sadistic mother effer harmed them when they were kids? So it's simply not making sense. But Black women love to be super saving dog for these niggas. Like, why the fuck y'all love to enable and coddle these messed up men? Kalenna, you clearly not in a good headspace over here looking like Grip Town, baby. Crackhead ass. Grip Town in the building. Windmilling and pussy popping for Diddy. Y'all, if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, this is lady going viral on TikTok called Grip Town. And I swear she looked just like her in this video. Crackhead ass. They done said 150 plus victims came out with allegations about Diddy, and Black women still defending this man. As a matter of fact, there's advertisements on IG with class action lawsuits asking people to call in if you were victimized by this big dick deviant. And we done seen him whoop Cassie's ass in a damn toga, karate chopping her ass live in HN in color. But here Black women are still talking about he innocent. Y'all taking down a whack man. We gotta protect our kinds. You dumbass, stupid ass bitches. Diddy is done, dummies. His evil, demonic, sadistic, demented, big dick deviant ass is where he belongs, behind bars. Stand the fuck down, Black women. And the check can't be that good, Kalenna. She was just down on love and hip hop, throwing drinks for the couple of pennies that Mona Scott Young done thrown at you. And here you go, sacrificing what little left you do have to go down with this seeking shit. I'm done. Y'all, I'm curious to hear y'all's thoughts on this. Why do y'all think Black women promote and celebrate this idea that we can save the world and are available for servitude for everyone, but then get mad when no one does the same for us? What do you think about the Safaree situation and Black women coming to Cape to save him from its spicy Latheena? What are y'all's thoughts about Kalenna caping for Diddy the Demon, even though the evidence is overwhelmingly clear that he's guilty? I'm so curious to hear what y'all think. Please chime in down below. Until next time, see you guys. Bye.
Even if you think I should, bitch, nigga, I don't give
Fellas, if y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, we appreciate it.